The jail booth became a confessional, full of admitted sins, forgiveness, and answered prayers. In the midst of his ramblings about how and why he could do better, I heard myself mumble, "Brother, we need you."
Welcome to the Black Man Lab Afterflow, Albany, powered by the New Georgia Project. Man, we had an amazing conversation this evening. So excited to have these brothers here for our first part of the podcast this evening. Brothers, we're going to get right into it because as you know, just like downstairs when we were having our session, it went fast, didn't it?
Very
This
fast.
is going to go just as quick. So what we want to do is jump right into it. Want you all to give a quick introduction of yourself, and we're going to keep the conversation moving. Cool?
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Okay.
Brother, how about you? Start with yourself.
Yes, good evening. My name is William Harrell. I'm the academic achievement coach here at Albany Technical College. I'm part of the Teams Project, where our aim is to make sure that every African American man that enters our doors is on the pathway to success.
Awesome, brother. Well, look, man, from the Black Man Lab to me, to you, thank you for having us here in this space, man. So
Hey,
thank you.
You are welcome.
All right.
You are welcome.
Brother, how about yourself?
My name is Terrence Fowler. I'm the founder and executive director of Get Active Strategies and owner of the Sweat Academy Pro Wrestling School here in Albany, Georgia.
Pro wrestling
Yes,
school.
sir. Yes,
Man, let's what? You don't want nothing? Okay, no, I don't want it. I'm just messing with you, bro. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah.
My man, Lil LL, that's what I've been calling him, y'all, because when this guy started this evening, they were playing our DJ was playing some LL, and my man was head bobbing like nobody's business. So I was like, what you know about that? But he got the Adidas suit on. He looked like he's ready. Tell us who you are, brother.
My name is Xavier Chappelle. I am in 7th grade. I go to Albany Middle. And y'all can call me by Zay. And I'm nice and generous.
Zay nice and generous.
Nice
man.
and generous.
That's Zay nice and generous. That sounds like that might be your stage
name.
name. brother. Zay
You ready?
nice and
You ready?
generous.
Nice.
You ready?
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
I like that too.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. Thank you for being in this space. Listen, let's talk about this evening. I want to get first and foremost you all's feedback on what you thought you experienced this evening and just what that feeling was for you. So, Zay Nice, I want to start with you, man. Tell me what you thought about this evening.
I thought it was wonderful. This is my first time coming here.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know about this. My mom woke me up out my nap, told me to put on some clothes. I put on some clothes. First thing first, I took a shower though. Put on some deodorant.
We appreciate that.
For
Thank
sure.
you.
Thank you.
Put on some cologne.
There
My
you
man.
go.
I put on some clothes and brushed my teeth again. Then went outside. So we drove here.
Uh-huh.
And talking to y'all adults, me as a kid, I learned a lot from y'all. From y'all being a kid to y'all now, y'all taught me a lot of stuff that I need to be aware of.
Man, well, appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, but hey, Zay Nice, I got news for you, brother. We learned some stuff from you too.
Mhm.
And that's what this
Yeah.
space is about. It's not just about one person, right?
Yes,
It's
sir.
not just about one of us. It's about the collective. So, we got some good stuff from you too, brother. So thank you. All right.
Most definitely.
Brother, how about you?
Man, it was just great to be able to fellowship
Mhm.
with brothers and us put things on the table. We didn't have enough time. I mean, we're not able to express our views and emotion, our feelings about things as much as we should.
Mhm.
A lot of us, even in the atmosphere where we don't.
Mhm.
So let me say thank you for hosting this tonight. But I was elated about the fellowship to see the fellas, the young ones, the mid-aged ones, the older ones, the seasoned ones. It's definitely a blessing to be here, man. The fellowship was amazing.
Thank you for saying that. The seasoned ones, man. Made me feel a little bit better about myself, man. It sounds a
made
little
me
better
feel
than just saying
young.
old head, right?
No, definitely.
Am I part of a season group?
I don't know.
Oh, hey, man.
Hey, it looked like you 19.
Thank you,
hey,
Zay.
man.
Well, I told you to
Hey.
learn something from this young
Hey.
Zay. He learn. He know already how to move the needle.
Charisma
Right?
and charm.
Yeah,
Most
I
definitely.
like that. What about you, brother? What did you think?
Tonight was awesome. And the different ranges of ages in the room.
Mm-hmm.
The articulate speaking of each individual to be able to express themselves and say what's on their minds was outstanding. A lot of men in that room were aware of the issues that we deal with, and they have ideas on how to address them and get those issues solved. And as a collective, we're gonna put our minds together. We're gonna find a way. We're all a work in progress, and we're gonna find a way to be better men for our community, our women, and this entire world.
Absolutely, because when our communities are better, the world is better.
Yes,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yep.
When we're in a position of leadership in our communities, we also lead the world, right? It happens every time. Our brother Jay White gave us some good marching orders.
Yes, he did.
So we're gonna hold y'all to that.
Yes, I'm going to write my 10 things down as soon as I go home.
Yeah,
most
that's
definitely.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Part of our conversation was we were kind of crafting it around this upcoming runoff election, and being able to be in front of potentially whoever that next person is, right, in that Senate seat. And they said to us, you know what, no matter what it is, whatever you tell us we need to do, we're gonna do it. And we had a number of things that came up that people had as ideas. What are you all's thoughts on that? One, the question itself, what would you say, to whoever that next senator is the most important thing to you as it relates to our communities? Let's start with that piece of it. What would you say first? And I'll start with you, brother.
I would piggyback off of what our brother Wes was stating in there. Our educational system, because our children spend so much time with educators, I think we should have a more intentional approach on our school board superintendents and the education that they are getting. Well, the schooling. Let me change that, because this is schooling, not education. Because they are with education and in schools for so many hours during the day, they're responsible for a lot of our kids' development. As Wes was saying, we got to be more intentional with trying to get them a curriculum that prepares them to be productive citizens. Right now, what we're preparing our children, the system that we're under, prepares our children to be workers, not entrepreneurs, not business owners, not financial literate, not knowing how to work through Excel or spreadsheet or P&L. They don't understand these things because our system is not teaching them these things. They don't understand how to write laws, policy, legislation, that sort of thing. They don't teach these things in our school system, and we have to better prepare our children through our educational system. There are a number of things that will help push our community along, but if I wanted to give one example of something that we could do as a community, is get behind updating our curriculum for our kids, because they do spend a lot of time with our educators and at these schools.
Absolutely.
And I got a little piece to branch off of that. I'm in 7th grade, and it's like they don't really teach us now. They just expect us to just get the assignment right and just take a test. It's more than that. They don't teach us about having feelings. They don't do none of that. They don't teach us about speaking up. They don't teach us about how to get a successful job in life. They only expect us to learn science. And the only 2 things that we need in life is reading and math.
So you're saying I want to piggyback off of that a little bit, man. We do got a piggyback thing going here, because this is damn. But I want to piggyback off of that. So what you're feeling right now in school is that there's some basic stuff that they work on, but the things that you think are more purposeful as they relate to your life.
Mental health.
What else?
It's like my mom is a social worker. She works at Albany too. She help people with stuff. I don't know how to say it, but she help people.
She helps people. So you think that that's an important piece in the school?
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all, you heard it.
Oh yeah,
you heard it, Black Man Lab. This young man says there's some other things that the school system needs to be teaching us, our young folks, other than what it is, man. And that's the thing. We got to start listening to our young folks, because they in it. So appreciate you, brother. What about you, bro?
Well, if I could sit down to the candidate who ultimately wins, I want him to put pressure on the leaders in this state to have the governmental funds distributed to the communities that need it the most. if you care about where you live, where you go to school, put pressure on the leaders of this state to make sure that your communities are being taken care of and your educational needs are met. That's what I would say.
Yeah, and it's interesting. You know, we talked about it in the lab that there's a number of our organizations out there doing great work, right? One of the challenges that somebody else mentioned is that what they generally start with is trying to get funded. We work on funding. I, help with the non-for-profit organization in the Black Man Lab. And we're always concerned about the funding so we can do more work, right?
Yes.
Wouldn't it make sense if there's all these funds from the government that are available that actually went to organizations that can help do real work in community? Interesting. Brothers, again, what we always talk about here in the lab are habits, rituals, and disciplines. Those things that you do on an everyday basis that help you to keep moving forward in this world. So I would like for each of you all to be able to share your habits, rituals, and disciplines, and just what you do on a daily basis to keep rolling. Young Zay, I'm going to start with you, man. Tell us about any of the habits, rituals, and disciplines that you have, because I know you got some.
All right. When I wake up, first thing I do, I get in the shower. Then after I get out of the shower, I put on some deodorant, put on my clothes. I brush my teeth. Now, after that, I either go to sleep for a little bit and wait for my bus to arrive, or I might eat. But mainly, before I go to sleep, I pray to God. Me and my grandma go to church.
Yeah.
I got baptized a month ago or 2 months ago.
Congratulations.
Yeah, all right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so we know what young Zay shared with us is that one of his coaches in football was not feeling good, was in the hospital, and you know what he said he did for him? He told us, we didn't even ask him. He said he prayed for him. And that's strong, young man. We proud of you, man. Brother, how about you?
It's my vibe changed on a regular basis. So I have to jump in and out of different disciplines. Right now, I'm at the stage where I'm back into working out, and it's more about being disciplined and dedicated to something that you don't want to do. A lot of us don't want to do a lot of things that we know are good for us. So I have to study, practice on doing things that I don't want to do, because I've been in a position to do everything I've wanted to do in the past. I feel like I need to elevate, so I need to, humble myself more at this point in time. So that's a discipline that I'm working on every day, starting with the gym. I'm up at 5 a.m. every day going to the gym. I don't want to do it. I know it's great for my health, and we need to focus on our health more than anything. But I'm doing it because I don't want to, and I want to show younger cats the benefits of doing something that you don't want to do, and how you have to sacrifice in order to elevate. On every single level, there's a sacrifice. So that's what I practice every day, is trying to, humble myself and be able to be ready to give that sacrifice to level up.
That humility, and then building of yourself physically is essential for that long-term battle.
Absolutely.
Right? If you don't have that sense of humility and you're keeping yourself healthy, how can you continue to do the work for your community?
Absolutely.
Right? So appreciate that, brother. Brother, how about you?
Each morning I try to get my mind right, get in the right mindset to be
Growth
productive
mindset?
in my day.
A growth mindset?
Yes, productive mindset. Also, I'm trying to be in the habit of drinking more water, getting properly hydrated, and that is very important. It can cure so many ailments.
Yeah.
And my ritual that I really try to stick to is being consistent. When I encounter people, I want them to know I'm going to be the same person the same dude. I know what I'm going to get.
Yep.
So I don't like to surprise people with different things.
Yeah, man.
But I'm human. I have my days, but I really try to be consistent, so you know who and what I am.
Yeah. That consistency is also a magnet, right?
Oh, yeah.
For people to want to mess with you.
Yeah.
Right. And people want to mess with you because they know that brother's always going to be the same cat. He's always going to do what he says he's going to do.
Yeah, because relationships are very important.
Man, that's it, man.
What relationships
Brothers.
we talking about?
Just in general, all of them, brothers.
In general.
Brothers, listen, I can't thank y'all enough for sharing. I can't thank y'all enough for having the Black Man Lab in the space and y'all sharing your experiences with us, man. We'll be back. So thank you.
Thank you.
And
Hopefully,
Black Man Lab Part 2 is coming. Thank y'all.
hopefully y'all be on there now.
You better go get with your mama.